Hello, welcome back to Stitching and Designing. In previous video I have given tutorial of this clutch making with crochet. In this video I will show you how to attach the metallic rings for the chain, the lock and ever form for the base. So I'm taking the rear side of the clutch and to the base I will attach this ever foam. It has thickness of about 2 millimeter, and I'm taking this piece of size 5.5 into 20 centimeter for this base, and now I'm trimming the corners a bit, and then by using a strong glue I will glue this eva foam to this clutch base. You can use any glue which is suitable to attach this rubber part to this base, and here I'm using this one. It is a local glue, but it is strong and it is a good one. That's why I'm using it. Then take some glue on this foam piece and then spread it by using a spatula or anything. After spreading the glue evenly on the face of this eva foam, then place it on the base of the clutch carefully and then apply some pressure. After the glue is completely dried, turn out the whole clutch so that the right side of the clutch is at the outer side. And you will feel the clear difference by using this eva foam. It will give strength and stability to the base, and later we will use the lining, but first I will attach the rings on the sides of the clutch so that I may attach the chain to these rings. Let me first show you the accessories which are required to complete the clutch. First ones are these metallic rings. Then there is a lock which has two main pieces. This one will be attached to the one flap, and the other piece will be attached to the other flap of the clutch. Then we will use a chain, and I will show you how to connect all these pieces on the clutch. Now I'm using silver color for them. You may also use golden color. Now first of all I'm using the ring part. Tie a simple knot around the crochet hook. So now I will first make a slip stitch, and after making the slip stitch, keep this end of the thread away from our work. Normally we hide this end in our work, but here in this case we will keep it away from our work. Then single crochet, total 7 single crochets are enough around the ring. Now I will move my work towards this point and we should hide it. Now chain one and then I will cut the thread and just using the hook pull the thread and then pull it tightly. So this step is complete. We will just secure the end using a flame, and now I will attach this ring part using this needle to the side of the main clutch. Now front side is on my right side and I will count the rows between 4th and 5th row relatively closer to the largest flap of the clutch. I'm inserting the needle and then pulling it from the rear side of the clutch. Now instead of explaining this point, I don't really know how to explain it. Just keep an eye on the step. I'm passing this needle through the single crochet stitches and then inserting it through the clutch and pulling it from the rear side of the clutch. This is how you will repeat the process. By the way, please do subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell icon and keep the notifications to all so that you may never miss my coming notifications. And if you have any crochet lover friends or family, please share it to them. So after sewing it through the last stitch, now you can see how tightly and firmly this is attached to the side of the clutch. Now there is time to hide both these threads, so I will use a crochet hook. We can also use the needle, but this needle is a thicker one, so it is better to use the hook. Now I will pull this other end of the thread also on the rear side of the clutch. First make 2 knots and then I will hide these both ends by pulling them through the stitches with the help of the hook. This step is very important and also it is very handy, and after doing this several times I will cut the extra and then I will seal it with the help of lighter. Now repeat the process for this second end of the thread. And this is how you can attach these metallic rings to the side of the purse, clutch, or anything you are making. Then using the same method, attach the second ring to the second side of the clutch, and after that I will attach the lock pieces to both the flaps. One piece will be on this flap, and it has a second piece which will be attached to the other flap. So we will need a screwdriver, and you can see the shape, so use the screwdriver according to that shape. And we will also need a plier to attach this piece. Using the screwdriver, I am opening the screws, and this heart-shaped lock piece has a screw inside, and there are two flaps which are connecting together through these screws. So now you can see this piece will be attached to this front flap. Basically this is the back flap which turns and comes on the front, and this piece will be inserted later. Now you can see I've made this piece with a hole, and this hole will be perfectly fit in this hole of the heart. Now after placing this lock piece exactly around this clutch piece, we will again use the screws to fit it and fix it using the screwdriver. Now this part is done, and now there is turn for the second piece of the lock, which will exactly fit into the hole of this third piece. So locate the point where you will attach this piece. Locate it carefully. These are the two prongs of this lock piece which will be inserted through this crocheted part, and from the other side these prongs are clearly visible. Now I will use this strip like this, as you can see. Now using a plier, we will turn these prongs on the opposite sides so it will be secured. Most of the locks come in the same mechanism, where there is a hole in one piece which is attached to one flap of the clutch, and there is a prong part of the lock which exactly fits into the first part like this, and then we turn it to lock it. So whatever the shape may be, but most of the locks come in this mechanism. So there is the last thing which we will add, and that is the chain which we will connect to the side rings. And after that our metallic pieces are ready. Now the last thing is the lining, inner lining, and this lining may come in a ready-made form where most of the people purchase it, but I have made my own lining. So I have used 3 layers to make this lining using the quilting technique, and it has space as well as strength. So when I will insert it inside, it will give strength and stability. Now if you want to make it, check out this link. However, if you want to use the already prepared lining which most of the craft stores offer, then you can simply insert that lining inside this clutch like this, and then sew it with the help of needle. I hope you will like the tutorial.